So we are going to talk about gloss. LipSense gloss is absolutely fabulous. So I just made a video talking about LipSense color. If you didn't see that, go ahead and watch that to learn a ton about LipSense color and what makes it so fabulous. Just to recap really quick, we talked about how LipSense color, it does not come off until you take it off, right? It's not gonna smudge, it's not gonna smear, it's not gonna kiss off or anything like that. It lasts from 4 to 18 hours. Awesome. And with 2 colors, you can make 8 different shades. Fabulous. It's going to be nourishing to your lips and protect your lips from the sun. And a couple things I didn't mention, one tube of LipSense lasts as long as 3 tubes of conventional lipstick. And it lasts for, if you're wearing the same color every day for like just every single day, it's going to last you for like 4 to 6 months. Fabulous. Totally getting your money's worth there. Now, on the LipSense gloss. You need the gloss to top off the color, to cure the color. We talked about that in the last video. To learn more, you can watch that. So let's get more into the gloss. Alright, so if you're not a lipstick girl, like I wasn't, you can totally wear the gloss on naked lips. I think that's awesome because sometimes I don't want to wear color. I just want something to moisturize my lips and give it a little bit of shine. And so I'll wear the gloss, and it's very good for your lips. It protects your lips from the elements, and it repairs dry lips, damaged lips, chapped lips, and sensitive lips. Okay? So let me move my notes over here for myself a little bit. So some ingredients in the gloss are shea butter, and that is just so super nourishing to your lips. That's what's going to penetrate through the color to nourish your lips through the different layers of your skin. It also has vitamin E, which is very reparative to your lips and preserves the color naturally. And there were a couple ingredients in LipSense gloss that when I was researching before I tried out the product that made me raise my eyebrows. So I wanted to discuss those with you today. So the first one is, I practiced saying this before I hopped on here, but now I'm intimidated. Propyl paraben. I think I said that right. So it's not to be confused with the parabens that have been in the news getting a lot of heat, right? Like, I've been avoiding parabens, and I was not about to try to rub that all over my lips every single day. So what I learned is that it is not the same. The propyl paraben is not the same as the parabens that have been in the news. It's a natural substance found in a number of plants and insects. I like the word natural. It's antifungal and antimicrobial, and so it extends the shelf life of your gloss. The gloss is probably going to last like about 3 months. So about half the life of the color, because you're going to be reapplying it throughout the day before you eat, because the oil in foods will break it down, just like the oil in our remover. And like I like to apply mine before I go to bed after I've already removed my LipSense color, just to moisturize my lips throughout the night. The propyl paraben is safe, it's non-toxic and non-irritating, and it's safe when used in 0.5 to 1% concentrations. And LipSense gloss has just a fraction of that safe amount. Hey Anna! So I thought that was awesome. There's nothing to be concerned about there, but if you're not convinced, I'd like to share some more facts with you. So the reason, they say to avoid parabens is because they can be endocrine disruptors. They're found to be endocrine disruptors. Well, even if you're not convinced that propyl paraben is not the same as the parabens that's been in the news, I'd like to share some stuff about endocrine disruptors. Well, flax, hops, which is in beer, and soy are all endocrine disruptors that are natural. And we come into contact with those on a regular basis. The average American actually consumes like about 3 milligrams per day of these natural endocrine disruptors, mostly in the form of soy, because they put soy in everything nowadays. This is a lot more than the exposure that you're gonna get from parabens. So this is a lot more exposure to endocrine disruptors in our food, in our diet, the American diet, than you will experience in your cosmetics. Also, if you are a female and you're about my age, 27, you've probably voluntarily been ingesting endocrine disruptors on an everyday basis. Most women do when they take the pill, contraceptive pills. So that is actually 7 times more potent than anything that you'll ever find in your cosmetics. So that's just some information that I wasn't aware of before, and really kind of broke it down for me, talking about parabens in general. But like I said, propylparaben isn't the same as all those parabens. So a second ingredient that I was concerned about when I read it in our ingredients list, which is posted to our website. Synergens International is very transparent about the ingredients in every single one of their products. You can find them listed, so you can do your own investigating. The other ingredient that I was concerned about is propylene glycol. So propylene glycol, when I googled that, I found antifreeze. I was not trying to put antifreeze on my lips, okay? So I had to do some more investigating on that one as well. So the straightforward answer is yes. Yes, propylene glycol is an antifreeze, y'all. Okay, and so we think, so obviously it means that it's toxic. Obviously it means that it's poisonous. Well, actually, what they used to use in antifreeze is called ethylene glycol. And they did find that it was very toxic and poisonous to living creatures, to children especially, and animals, because it tastes sweet. It tastes and smells sweet. So it was tempting. So they no longer, or they're transitioning from ethylene glycol that they were using to make antifreeze to propylene glycol. So everything that we think of when we think of antifreeze, we're thinking of ethylene glycol being toxic and poisonous. But now they're transitioning over to propylene glycol, which actually is non-toxic. So yes, it is in antifreeze, but no, it is not toxic. So just something to know. So anyway, those are the 2 major ingredients that really made me raise an eyebrow. There's a website that talks about LipSense gloss that says that EDTA is an ingredient, but that's not an ingredient listed on Synergens International's website. So that's a non-concern, and I wanted to bring those things up because those were concerns for me, and I know that some of you as well, because I've had some of these questions before, and I really respect those questions because I think the same way. I try to eat naturally, and I try to use skincare and cosmetics that are as natural as possible, which is actually why I fell in love with LipSense and Synergens Cosmetics and Synerderm skincare. So thank you so much for joining me and learning more about LipSense gloss. The color and the gloss are amazing. The gloss is $20 and it's worth every bit because it is just priceless to have a product that is clean and safe and nourishing to your lips. Alright, thank you so much for joining me, and I look out for more information, more product knowledge, and check me out on YouTube. I will be posting this video on YouTube. Hello, if you're watching for the first time on YouTube. Holy Kiss by Krys. Thanks so much.